Some the brown na bibia to me echo animu wo hono na 11th day of the month of December 2024 yegusu ankakra kra na yebeja month we kwan bia so bibia betumi akoso ye na bibia enso ahyehye yi na ye di bro nya na fe akoye within the list to Vincent was so and Benedict wa say andra it was bad day at the office. You roll over second day no me side say I don't know say Vincent ne ayi no enso no ekosi sen Liverpool and on shaba kon kan da woni Nunes ejirabo nim po chances go isa 1-0 pe na Liverpool to me den e share no mo de caster you roll over no we will go again obviously you ain't give up matches ne kokko so Real Madrid enra almost si fam Real Madrid is si fam I'm telling you Omoko Bergamo any Atlanta de Kobani I'm telling you Atlanta the 5-6 games you won't lose here. Real Madrid are coach match 3-2. It was a game out team say yes Kylian Mbappe Lotin passing and 10 minutes pa na show Atlanta tekano mo tekano nya sem kwetu akra then the second half Abrante your friend Vinicius Junior si fem share the score ni ko 2-1 ena Abrante friend no Bellingham so no 1-on-1 beach as ultimate say yes three player no boy na keeper no as why show 3-1 NNA Lookman I'm telling you that he's currently the best African player we are seeing Munimbo papa or share a beautiful goal bia and they will reduce the deficit man by 3-2 to Real Madrid the team pick a vital away win and they will have to win their next 2 games to ensure so meet Merura a automatic place to qualify to the next round of the competition. And then you team say Brest HPS before Shoma Kabako Leverkusen so Inter Milan Ebona Kabako Inter to me ante Aston Villa modern ball league ni muno Premier League ni different from league modern ball war Champions League na kai hu say o ma sheba Munich omo ko RB Leipzig ko share RB Leipzig 3-2 na Amori ni fi Sporting no ko for no so shepa enno no di kan ko share first goal ana club bridge for better show mo Celtic so any Dynamo Zagreb ebo 0-0 this and many more matches to me the course what team say Bayern Munich 3-1 and almost to me wini wo hono ma nyema etumi ekoye Paris Saint-Germain esi fam kocha Salzburg so almost e show mo agudin kunim e wo mo so hono ma nyema to me the ekoye na matches no ebeto aso ye be rem ye be dikan a review nra matches no na fe de yaba be hwede ye kone ba nti ma menje abadwafo ma menche o mo na fe ne editorial no me hu a reportage be from anase me hu write up be from Sadiq Adam Sports Obama tre adea o say the next sports minister no adea o say o ye den what he needs to do so ye be gum but before then no ma menje abadwafo menche abadwafo na fe ye hu de kone de ba me abadwafo me cham
yeah you just do
bia kama de
yeah kama
and de Liverpool ni de man yense fam Liverpool man yense fam yeah and games no start be na mo hu no from early kick off goals en ho ye din
Ndras me the selected games be to Telegram no ma me boss wa a code with handicap any nyama bia me boss Ndra say Ndra obi otie bia no their games be what say by Leverkusen that is Inter Milan game me can I say these 2 clubs no air clubs be on board no away ni and Inter Milan in the Champions League at say occur into a game goes in time but at this on like the lesser clubs ni be able into against Leverkusen cause a game we a bear under and now say go be bar Inter di kan share there money be pon but game no stretch here could do the 80th minute your friend is saying 80 plus about Leverkusen to me the share goal Team Dra because I said this game the best betting option I for a handicap for Inter because those say not all team quita that is Bayern Leverkusen but so share these 2 clubs are Inter it will name about the Champions League level same Bayern Leverkusen and my game Team Dra games we are select here Celtic and Dynamo Zagreb Celtic win or draw. So our game no so end 0-0. Liverpool any Girona. Liverpool away win and also end 1-0 for Liverpool. And Atlanta and Madrid handicap of 2. Atlanta they lose with that game 3-2. And Liverpool say ne Inter game ya me boss no say my handicap of 2 Inter. And Aston Villa any RB Leipzig. And Aston Villa handicap of 2 or also win or and Paris Saint-Germain win and Bayern win. So share RB Leipzig any Aston Villa game no RB Leipzig this season was Champions League performance no was fem ye papa baby omodano minji this bit me the qualification round ni mumpo etima kwa kubo playoffs na ko that is the quarterfinals and the round of 16 because on the Champions League no man starting here and a few ko no mun timi mpeke form be in games on be my dreams we the game we be revive here e push up but send anyama ko no na e wo league side ni so say no more feel the same thing but within the league mo be share Frankfurt e wo mo DFB Pokal game no e ma say mo de epic another win or league no man na me hwe say going into this game send no mo hia point ni ye no this is a game and case mo ko no mo ko win and no mo ko draw but ohwe performance o mo da na di draw goals be o mo concede was so easy say o me concede those goals ohwe John Duran goal or share from afar to be boss or keeper Gina Hopa na ball na fanity so akwa. So I think RB Leipzig club here ye won in the round of 16 or Champions League. Those are 2 games but performance no more than it you know and so any embo mo coming. Madrid Atlanta is a game here a surprising me here because Atlanta on 14 games unbeaten. League Champions League baby against Madrid. We have Atlanta boy from the first half. Night Atlanta for the respect be Madrid team no man. We goals in Paul with the consider. Jude Bellingham go. The captain of the side, Atlanta, was so lazy to the extent one close player and then Temamo TV share. But look man back ebeti go anymore. I think the brightest person within the game Atlanta and was Lookman. Last minute omunya chance. Na nke say player and convert but we team and convert. But I think we also a big we Atlanta going forward in the Champions League. Those are 2 games. Madrid the team move about that the 17th position and the last 2 games are coming. I think Madrid beat me Ashon. But there's a game Atlanta for India that was a yes. So over 40 games unbeaten, our league and the Champions League. But we share bigger clubs on Bepa the show. So all the respect be bring more my Dortmund and Madrid. All the respect be bring more on Bepa the show. In Liverpool high he send our boss. I think Darwin Nunes about be a player be but this one man the chance is 10 washimu 2 ade ba ko dia e be ha investors here because you do show Liverpool ni Girona game obi enim say Liverpool win na Liverpool one sha ni 2 goals be there so game na so share but game ni ba be end na ade say Liverpool ashigu unless say o menya penalty asa na o mo dia share ntinka penalty na mba dia nke bi o mo mutwa straight to Nkrama Liverpool o mo nsabe den e be sifem I think coach no adapt to that strategy or game around the 70th minute na or a goal up or per se secure game no ade ba kwa Liverpool fan and we be but we investor now do see cover for 2 say Liverpool go say mawa and the same be back by ndra send our boss no roll over and cause enye say maybe ye jai ye to aso we are see man dey okopema oba which no prepare ye no akoni nti ye hwe say any games no ye be hwe any games ye be back into that nya hwe any games matches e be koso na afide ya hwe free Bandra I think bibia koyi Bayern Munich so for one against Shakhtar Donetsk or team share 5 apart from that I think PSV and a surprise investors here because obi a wan ko PSV win or draw na be ko PSV game no 1.5 I mean dry so I have 2 options in no mind say si fem ho but I think in draw Champions League near there e mo my hu yes say yes this is the Champions League and then you hear say the same if we are around the Champions League no mo sign the be man and they nya upset big.
Okay, Vincent, you share Ndra matches in
yeah, listo. I think say Ndra PSV. I say me bet builder no. But on the me catch say Ndra me now guys be bra omo show na me minimum no. Most of them are sending me message and into my mention shoot Lizo. I think so Madina Zongo Junction also here Ndra of kakra di or my iPhone plug into so you ready now perform na me do akọ no. Listo o check me bet now, especially the 5 selected games na me hwe no say me can catch say anytime bia me ma 5 options bia no especially say option ba ko be say na free game ba ko mu and no like Bayern Munich game ni say I think say I went for Bayern Munich win Bayern over 2.5 over 3.5 bookings first half over 0.5 and I think say me sanso call me ma Shakhtar Donetsk for no 1 handicap 1 and I'm sanso call Bayern Munich achi and we that game now looking at the results if we saw game no but looks like all the options are made it 2 and the first half over 0.5 no a boy handicap no boy over 3.5 over 3.5 bookings no so igna boy it's we check it the 4 options are made 2 and Bayern win 5 options Bayern win Shakhtar Donetsk handicap 1 for Noako Bayern win over 2.5 goals over 3.5 bookings half time over 0.5 so options ning na boy nra chesana enya good crash same applies to the Liverpool game no the Liverpool game I predicted say Liverpool was a double chance for Liverpool because this season my share Girona how are this season ball and Omo defended very well. You see how yesterday they stopped Liverpool from creating chances and also scoring goals. And no Liverpool goal Omo wasn't from an open play goal. It tells you how defensively good are Omo this season. So I predicted a double chance for Liverpool, also over 1.5 goals. And I think the option say were no 4 options. I mean the Liverpool game so the over 8.5 corners. No, I think it's the first half of Pepe and over 8.5 corners in the boy and Mohamed Salah to score. And so I think that the Liverpool game the over 1.5 goals no and say and out of the 4 options are and now Messan so at the buy that other game interesting so Madrid Atlanta game no me catch said there was no way Madrid was going to lose that game looking at a more point or more where they are lying at the standings and it was going to be very difficult in as much as say Atlanta good form so me predict say a double chance for Real Madrid and also over 1.5 goals sa game ni and I think say me predicted for a year both teams to score and also first half over 0.5 first half over 0.5 and also a buy and I think say over 2.5 bookings and also me they buy ning na boy to check Madrid game ni so all my friend is saying options I made by Madrid double chance over 1.5 both teams to score first half over 0.5 over 2.5 bookings nina so it's me ebemu and another one me sound so share was the Leverkusen game I told you say there's no way Leverkusen was going to lose this game but I think say Osha game now I was shocked that after the game na corner samabo terepe I was so shocked that the ball game na corner samabo terepe so that game I think that the win or draw and a bemu but the first half over 0.5 over 1.5 and over 7.5 no options are nina say I was very disappointed both team because me check Club Brugge any sporting game no full 90 minutes no about one corner full 90 minutes but then me catch you say over Club Brugge form and Club Brugge are winning 3 of our last 5 home games in the UCL main draw as many as the previous was going to be very difficult tax for a year sporting some question because our last 5 games they are unbeaten home and it was going to be very difficult then me predicted say both teams to score nanka ya dia nke beat me but yes both teams to score a bit me but both teams to score a boy over 1.5 boy and the one option say was our option was over 7.5 into Club Brugge win or draw both teams to score and over 1.5 goals and also 8 me boy so these are the games at least all I'm sure I think that we witness a lot of games but then Kylian Mbappe scoring missing some chances getting injured or come back and was there affected team but then medical catch us and whenever Madrid is playing then you have Vinicius Junior it tells you that they are having their key man in the team and it was an emphatic victory for Liverpool Bergamo a very difficult grounds so picking win yet still Ademola Lookman actually and say he's the African player of the year he's the best African player of the currently and the goals or share because we go no share that on your same chance goalkeeper be a na just or back or the far side, you know, they share the first pool, and second one or Sansu Bima or Sansu ABT board court was so I mean it was a good game, a game of goals and it's money. I'm happy that the games in the social the teams are mobile ball any opponent or no I mean it looks likely say Nyame admire so you beat me everything say a lot of goals in today's encounter. So but I'm very happy that no most of your options it's quite unfortunate say PSV say I mean bet na ye dem money but at least you can say every day be daily chops na the bomb. If media no one cut say no list or the one cut say na ubenya money man better able if say money man one cut in the list or the Benjamin media so I say the daily chops consistency in the idea so I mean may encourage say belt builder now a game changer no people should options now the more this show so sometimes and you could never be providing that options no you can select 2 from all the okay no I say me 5 bets ya me you select 2 and a 1 craft from each of the better. Can I make sure say who's skak bibrina and so let's I think say yesterday I mean to me the only uncertainty I mean who here was PSV losing to Brest because I know Brest is standing firm here pa PSV intimidation. Apart from that Brest any PSV game you know I don't see any surprises will game anymore. RB Leipzig actually say on any good day if Leipzig any Aston Villa kwakoba I don't see Leipzig say be obey me. So I mean the best for Leipzig was to be a draw. So you know games I didn't see any surprises in the game apart from Brest. I know I was standing firm upon how PSV attack your no or anti under team stand firm. But I think kudos to all the teams are win about the shocker of the day was the Brest in the PSV game. Then Club Brugge in the Sporting CPI Mabofu na Inter Mabo corner back up. That was the shocking for me. But aside from that, Liverpool 1-0 and all the other results hereby was something I predicted say a bit me aba listo.
Okay, right. You know, that is basically Endra for Endra games. You know, you be buying na games. You know, but my main call what Sadiq Adams is saying. You know, say a 10-point proposal on sports. Yes, a 10-point proposal on sports. I say 1. The priority of this new NDC administration in terms of sports should be comprehensive restructuring of school sports. Invest massively under a defined long-term policy. The Ministry of Youth and Sports and NSA should focus on their core mandate of policy and implementation and stop following the blasters around. I want to see a week-long national school sports competition, a replica of a national science and math quiz, with the best of best schools from each region converging at different capital each year on rotational basis, just as national science and math quiz. It is then that we can see our best talent becoming household names at age 15 or 16, like the Asians, by their names, and the Emmanuel Tufos, etc. So we track their growth. We can capitalize on the success and consistency of the Ashanti regional school sports. The best from each must be awarded scholarships and the strong teams kept at Winneba Sports College for at least a year for proper development into top professionals. I can't wait to see heavily funded GMPC National School Festival or Ghana Gas National Schools Championship that will draw interest from all present past students of these schools and the general public. Our sports is at all-time low because we have no development at the base, and the only way to revive is not to prepare the tracks. The other 9 points will flow as and when. So this is the first point out of the 10, or my first point, and there's a massive explanation. Do you agree, sir? Do you agree, sir, they shouldn't be following the Blasters around?
Yes, I think that least to all, answer the last time I catch you say, if you are close within the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and I say, if you go to the offices, whatever work they do, more than how they engage in the Black Stars. But you see, in the public eyes, any activity, be an say public ni be the Ministry of Youth and Sports work manama obi hu a na kwakwese wo Black Stars ba be bobo ana ka fa band enti ne you say any say director sports stadium and say any say director be news no is either say the NSA director general no e be the stadium akwa artists be na we see I mean a lot of things always it's either the negative news and if we maso ye baby mama news mu and I say from Black Stars hun sensem stadium abandoned in hun renovation hun sensem so akwa say is about the Black Stars but there are other structures fundamentals are you bet me they put it down at least whatever results we need from the national teams especially the senior national team no I mean there's been several times we've seen coaches complaining say we've seen the black maidens, the black queens and the princesses we've seen athletes, the black challenge I mean the Paralympic games are Ghana hosted has the first Africa has seen omo HSC omo nine so and I mean most of that black challenge players now I know most of them almost the first team used to omina bobo or Teki.
Oh, okay.
Yes. From the captain, from the OG top scorer, Boache, from the OG best player, your goalkeeper. The first team now, you had the ball, that AFCON. I think I was closer to the team. Omina or Teki. And when they came, whatever they were using at that time, not just now, Black Challenge information. You didn't say your old jersey nation 2 years ago. No? That was the jersey they were wearing, and I see the report in Crouch say Paralympic for now. I mean a lot of things in the course. I say if it's not about the Black Stars, say a man of football, any other activity, under the sports now, we don't push money into that. I mean activities. Your attention. You know if Obama, say. This government, Obama said the new sports minister, you know, man, not drinking and Black Stars. I think Obama is right because he didn't say, Ochake, Michael Essien, Sule Montari, Asamo Jama. He didn't say they were all from the national under 12 and 15. Nah, in paying for to some years ago. And no more one on BP that generation now. Despite the fact that they didn't win any major trophy or they didn't win any trophy for the Black Stars, but the World Cups, the record they did, baby, I'm do a World Cup, Omoko final, AFCON 2 times. You how no more when they are playing, you could see that schools crying break. I remember that time it was school Munasa Black Stars were gamer. Our point in school in term 12. No one point say young coffee because Black Stars or ball. Nene Black Stars or ball now we catch you teacher and say Black Stars or ball. I'm sure you be you ready. So I mean they love any hobby. So if there are other sports, you under 20 year, Omoje African Cup, the African Games, Omoje the under 20 gold medal. You Wafu Zombie Championship, Omosanso J. You your Black Princesses for several years. Black Maidens are now day. Omosanso Ebani or my Omosanso Championship for Ghana. Black Queens we are qualified for a tournament. We don't do well recently. So what then happen? So until say you be put 2 measures in plan, you be put things in plan. Say okay, you go me these players next 10 years, 15 years. And then England for a Garissagate. Edio Mako finance, I semi-finance. I was doing a project on my some years ago. Done the 17 project on my who check someone the 17 Kojena. These are the players playing currently. Ewo omo national team nimu. So adi omo ye. The players almost play national team. We Lamine Yamal, Rodri, all these players rank through the under 17, the under 20, under 23, and then they gaining promotion to the senior national team. Omobo. So I say you need system. And you know attention na the Black Stars. But meanwhile, yabo tournament wa ha. I mean Black Challenge for Ajom say because they went to see the former president, who is the president elect currently, and the minister failed say on show no ebufuaba and nonsense. Me the politics era in sports industry no me the right things we have to do. We are not doing it. Intene athletes be kwaje medals African Cup of Nations and as the African Games or Siska promising young farmer and as amati and this athlete they've been complaining about Sky they support you I mean how are you more training and it's affecting them whenever you speak to these people or more I mean to other sports they complain a lot. So one is the Black Stars, we spend millions list of all mint 100 million, but when the Black Stars are playing a single game, even in Ghana, we spend more than $1 million. We spend more than $1 million in Ghana, from laundry, from accommodation, from food, from operations, from whatever issue, whatever planner. The national team, we spend over $1 million in Ghana. Say, from hotel arrangement in January, because the players in Communia Musikrano. We check it the hotels no more than that. We see at the back socks back see crowd and then I'm almost by 50 cities, 100 cities. So let's check the number of days on bay training. Socks ni nyama o Messi ama place the number of players ye champion mo. So ubekaya ye call World Cup in the buy on the budget buy. When people saw miscellaneous name baby and laundry, people were saying you're discovering this now because a lot of things go in yadi and keep it me avoid it. So what I'm saying is, in as much as the Black Stars the senior national team, they deserve whatever attention they need, they deserve whatever sky you push it to we should also channel that same energy because it's been 41 years 42 years Nyanji AFCON, but let's see what the under 20 players are doing. This the under 20 for 2 years than lad more time under 20 world AFCON qualifiers fred than lad free ban team don't call World Cup and palm so monko say ye develop players and they players from boy under 20 the last time they African Games on the last better can say or more no more outside yeah from number team. So where are these players? Does it mean that Ubo under 20 now call foreigner and they from under 20 team but they are still Ghanaian players and they let's check the under 20 players almost Spain, Germany or Bobo or elsewhere whenever the national assignment do a from one ball and they Uji Jerry free here from about Black Stars. None of the players are make us under 23 different sets. We don't promote our players. The only time I mean was Ghana, you promote 2 players was Andre Ayew more time. Remember do Samuel Lincoln, Jonathan Mensah, Joseph Atama. And I think we should refer to under 20. We some few players, even under 20 now. Yeah, from under 23. I won't say why no pick from because consistency anyhow. Their structures are you put it down. So whatever Obama is saying, I know that there are a lot of things as I say. If the new sports minister becomes okay, open Nipa 10, Nipa 20, random picking, people should mention a lot of things. It will be about having a long-term plan and also paying massive attention to your other sports. And we've seen how boxing, Bukuma, how boxing guys know, but I mean, there's no motivation in it. There's no motivation in it, and they check if freeze my bones by people are who positive freeze the number of engagement when it tells you that the people love boxing, but they the Ghana boxing those days now I caught them any Zuma Nelson the Ghana boxing they could do right now any Ansana say Joshua Kroto money Joseph Agbekpomo in recent times almost so bad. Where is our boxing heading to? So listen, there's a lot of things to do. I'll say the new sports minister but I mean me catch and say in as much as the Black Stars in here attention pay that massive attention to also the national teams because Black Stars na kwa say name penny for no ni say penny no bibi na nko ya also affect the youth team. But if the Black Stars is doing well under 20 under 23 Black Galaxies and whatever I mean national teams and the man national teams and they also do well because whatever structures are get the real Black Stars and yeah they call all our national teams are. I believe that things will go. But when me my priority the Black Stars by March.
No.
And I mention say list of the Black Stars echi. But in as much as a Black Stars senior national team, there's no way Rebecca Sobeto will say everything. So what I'm saying is the same attention on the Black Stars, they should give that same attention to the other national teams. So whatever Obama is saying there, because you see a list of so Obama say you know dream for Black Stars not dream could under 20 echi. Now Black Stars and qualify World Cup na JB banning jacket wa. So yang tutu niema ye Black Stars coaching this World Cup qualified because in 2024 Yabo games, Black Stars winning just 2 games. Just 2 games. So if the sports minister comes, because meaning say most of the people in Ghana here don't really care about the other national teams. Some of them used to just the Black Stars and the assess who sports minister no. So if people are Black Stars and Koya, Opamana 20 MKG trophies, Black Queens MKG trophy, people don't care if the Black Stars is not doing well because some feel say they are paying now. I was saying at least never man and follow no is not doing well. So maybe the Americans say there are a lot of plans, a lot of things to do. But the same energy I'm going to come out Black Stars, they should give that same energy to the other national teams. And he should make sure that from March, Black Stars start about the World Cup qualifications. No, your first 2 games, 3 games, and how improvements in our infrastructures and a lot of things. No, and remember Ghana for in the first 2 years, in the first year in post, no things are doing well for. So whatever Obama said, things I believe that whenever so taking into consideration, there are a lot of things at least other people are now not only in the team transfer, they can also do and add it to some of the things also on your list.
Right.
Okay. Obama will comment. I think the man managing with grassroots football, and they are the back for some time now. A refi. Ya babe, ya national team play for Kobo. Ya grooming kolano. Senior we visit boss in England. Aye, and as your more benefiting. You who some time ago we be ye preview England and that I think commander 17 who Kopama
15 it was under 15
yes who Madweke mu who Musiela and pass your Obama Germany so this is something I said minister neba near set is our standard no you call down to the SHS the JHS or games or mobile near prioritizing near making sure see you grooming Kolan from there aba you Muntari I think one time ago Michel Muntari interview be from SS. He was asked to come to the under 17. A boy man, a be Muntai team kobo Inter Milan both teams like Kesewa Buchi. So that is the priority. With the Black Stars now issue no can yes me support it because I think you focus now on Black Star so. It's a Black Star you could do. Now for the young players now here now for the 2 year ni be hwe etia. Ye ni bibia ho e betini afa e dia promote akobio. So those say Black Star now making sure that things are being put in place. Now qualifications or performance in tournaments be koye no e se hwe grassroots ne so make sure say bibia say e de boa e be man kwala ne hu say me wo SS na me ye me ho bobo e bo me school team ye e bia e bia zonals then e ye me ho a me opportunity say and now there is a part e be boa me ama metime movie about be do sa senior level na nkofo board under 20s under 17s the Black Stars into new sports minister no be ban this something else of far no or the two no mo hwe so eboa national teams no and Ghana as a whole our football sports in general even boxing in pone do baby I say a boxing here I say you do match and you nya nipa kese bia anya akwa akwohwe but we can groom young talents take them through the process never be do baby ne do we Olympic games all African games this anya mana we have athletes available on betima kwakoko amaye so this one thing I think new sports minister no beba no on fan to na at least minim say enye ni na no beka so betima fa but there are changes or the beka ho there are things in so obeya aboa but I think in general na beboa because in draw say na e discuss bibi say I see some sports journalists but I think they have positive concerning our national teams our football so the minister neba and comments like this and you say they are taking all but they will pick some and it will help them in the end say otutu nyama ya waba why we stadiums wa renovate o de at we hybrid aba inyama nkiti bi aba be boa ma boys ni so ayi mo abe ball na ebe ma national team na koyi ochina bi Black Star qualify eco World Cup ebe bobo Kumasi na hybrid na players no say say the impact na yi ya de say aba so body na be ma wan minister no because oba en wa hwa to nyama yi ama nyama koyi. So I think a good article and a good commenter ebe boa nti no me ogidie say senya nyama ejiji basa during the old way of entering government. I think the new government coming up, they will try and put things together, especially the sports sector. Any sectors be boama in football and then in sports in general.
Right. Tiumiam brand na matches nim. Na matches no. Yenhwe Benedict yenhwe na matches nim na afi.
Ene the Champions League. Me share games no more when we share games ni more de pa. Ene na Champions League game me hu say we share game no team say utimi di we ni kwa bubu pick straight win kwa be 6 ebebo. But enu nso na ehu no. Because we do we ni be share straight win we betima bo bat. One year lucky na team bi akwa disappointing. Nti yenhwe Arsenal any Monaco game. Monaco ni Arsenal fixture bia omeshia officially apart from Emirates Cup officially omeshia 3 times. Emma Monaco win 2. Emma Arsenal win baako. Na the man fixture we then say anytime bia Monaco be win is 2 no. Okwa Arsenal home na question.
Okay.
And then the game no ye ball Emirates into a home game for Arsenal. Senior me ball to Monaco in 2015-2014. Okoko share Arsenal. This game ends a big game because Monaco in the Champions League. Now I expect this will be the point and our position to see but Omache said the French clubs and I think at the end of the first round of the Champions League, the French clubs because with Brest, with Monaco, with Lille, Omache said they can go into games against the bigger clubs on Bechel and on Bekwako picky point. So this is a big game, Emma Arsenal, a big game Monaco. They are on the same point. Goal difference of 1 pen Arsenal and the Monaco. In the game say no say oh kwako twa obehwe na out na Arsenal out ni so obe and the Arsenal be win but e say ohwe hu yi on this game. With this game so ohwe Arsenal la the last game obo against Fulham e ko twen draw or na away game but Arsenal le bo home o ye hu yi pa Arsenal obo home the last game of boy obo home against Shakhtar Donetsk no be against say Arsenal be walk over Shakhtar Donetsk no share 1-0. So this is a game I'm tipping say Monaco a team you bet ha Arsenal in this game. Into say me come MYBET.AFRICA. One thing I made better to go to game say we share the Champions League. Team Otaishe goals in second half Monaco. Was 8 goals. It was second half in the Champions League. Into Monaco to score in the second half likely say the ball. Monaco to score was this game also so and also bet ball. This game me who say Arsenal be winning. Into say win and now maybe a win or draw option or this game Arsenal win or draw because of Mobo home. Arsenal in the Champions League Mobo home it's likely Arsenal will lose. So Arsenal win or draw or Monaco to score. The best option I mefa in this particular game 1.5 because both teams na actually go. Arsenal in won the last 5 games no. This two with me actually goes I think this game would end in a 1-1 or 2-1 win for Arsenal. The next game I measure Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona. This game will be one game inka senior season start here no inko bia because the game where the Barcelona be fan because they've been able to beat bigger clubs the Madrid any teams I can see but Barcelona forms is here no the big question about this game. So we share these two clubs omutai share emuye the year pan. Last time omu share in 2019 Barcelona share that is Dortmund e wo fie 3-1 but Barcelona echo Dortmund bia game end draw. Either 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw. Into so be come MYBET.AFRICA Kai. Says a Dortmund go home against Barcelona. Game mostly end draw. In Dortmund in the Champions League from the 75th minute they call the 90th minute. So 15 minutes now can Dortmund Taishi goes power. Barcelona also in their games no La Liga. And now even in the Champions League, and also during that period, no, omotai lose concentration. Etai concede in those periods. In the second half, 1.5 or second half 0.5 likely say bebo in this particular game.
Okay.
Our game we say me ko akwa kutwa option B, I would pick 1.5 on the safer side because Barcelona shibu Dortmund shibu. Barcelona ba bebo a high line. Dortmund is who pacey wingers are they would also try to break the high line. So goals ebe than ebeba. But say me share a club to win in this game. I would go for a Barcelona win or draw. Because Barcelona actually said in the Champions League, their games are yen unigidi o mumpuso mbekwa pick the points, but amoko a picky point or Dortmund. And so I show in Champions League games be say during games, no, because of maybe their manager being that like being inexperienced, so their games are almost fambo kaka against Real Madrid you here. Almost fambo in win near Real Madrid. So I think something similar would happen. But Barcelona are having a younger side. Bookings so yeah, they back with because both teams will be attacking. And now teams near attacking no. Eye den ya obi be kwa kutwa, obi di no be kwa kopim obi so best stop attack. The bookings over 3.5 ebeba. But my safest option I may find in this game eba be 1.5 because me feel say with both clubs no there will be goals to come. But I said Dortmund from the 75th minute to the 90th minute, time on one tie shot goals. And Barcelona on the other hand, so from those periods, no, and a time period, no, they get to concede a lot. The last game I mentioned, I think the biggest game of the night, Juventus and Manchester City. Man City, our Champions League, say a back corners, say be a team or tiny corners for Manchester City. We have 47 corners. Now we had a short attempt, 111. Into Man City say be a year game, say be a year per corners, year boss shot on goal and attempt the Man City you be a or you know. Juventus and so a team be a semi ko me bo home me ko away semi ko lose the anu ade. The last time I lose home in the Champions League was Stuttgart. Stuttgart caution 1-0. Obi a surprise because that game no be expected Juventus be win. But now City team no enyama still le nko yi wo against Crystal Palace obi ehu ye. Crystal Palace equal ahead mon beti esan ko ahead Man City beti so City are conceding. So in this game likely say goals beba Juventus be she goal Man City be she goal but City need Juventus omo 5 last meetings omo share no City intimi share Juventus da in this game so come MYBET.AFRICA now the form guide and share dia in Juventus for upper hand over Manchester City but Man City is a Champions League and a Champions League we only final share or share the 3 final bet team now will be in their heads going into this game. So Man City Bernard said they will go into this game to pick the win. But say me come MYBET.AFRICA on this particular game at 1.5 likely say because both teams are scoring. Man City conceding. And I'm sure Man City shot on target and a short attempt. I was sure Juventus defensively, you know, as a Enyama Nkoye because they go into games and they get to concede before they score. Until the last 4 games were about draw. So this is a game a bit more ending in a draw. But the best option I think would also help Juventus handicap because Juventus didn't sell be show. So handicap of 2 for Juventus name is safest option I may pick. But they will be attacking, there will be corners. So corners over 7.5 likely say be ball. 1.5 into likely say be ball and a handicap for Juventus in this game. Apart from that, I think the other games never cost nano. They are nice games, but gamer in conformation who ye Stuttgart and the young boys. Stuttgart our chance will be winning, but who Stuttgart in games against clubs are or Otimiko Lusu. So
but when obo home.
But last time Stuttgart equal away to Red Star and 5-1. Yeah. Into Stuttgart in the Champions League and into this game, Stuttgart go home or she goes averagely. So 1 should 2, especially 2. So 1.5 likely. But this game a game here. So Stuttgart straight winner. Not what you but apart from that, I think games now can in there are high chances say Benfica, AC Milan, Atletico Madrid ever picking win in this Wednesday Champions League games.
All right, and my main table and 2 now will be who send it here. Liverpool already can 18 points. After 6 games, Leverkusen so no 13. Aston Villa 13, Inter 13, Brest 13. Brest for me to qualify.
I think baby I'm done don't bet my qualify.
They say almost fixtures are canny. On Madrid and Madrid on Madrid on Shakhtar Donetsk.
On Shakhtar Donetsk bet my qualify.
Our way and on Madrid. I'm not sure say on bet Madrid anymore.
And as I give Madrid he has a point in the same Brest.
So Brest person qualify. They need to beat Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yes.
They need to win against Shakhtar Donetsk to get 16 points. And if they get 16 points, possibility on bet me automatic qualification. Okay, right. It's Brest I was 13 points, Barcelona was 12, Dortmund was 12, Bayern Munich was 12. And likely say three teams we you now bet me drop it. At the bar a year the playoff zone because Atlanta bo Arsenal I was 10 points into Osha 13 into Obepa omo especially Bayern Munich because Dortmund and Barcelona so be there ba they obe win bi an obekam but the one win bi an be drop it Monaco so Esha ono so be ko 13 Sporting CP Ndra amount to me answer Lille Metropole so sha obe ram on Storm Grass na ebo obo home Club Brugge so e was 10 Ndra boy okay Benfica and so I was 9 points after 5 games. So they need to win. They need to beat Bologna. Atletico Madrid needs to win to try and get into AC Milan. So any restart. It's a very, very difficult game, very open game. But hopefully AC Milan will win. Madrid is Madrid have been 9. So Madrid needs to win the next 2 games to secure a automatic qualification. So they will play, I think, Salzburg at home there. Real Madrid will win then Brest. I think these 2 games there, they are likely to win. So we'll watch this space and see. Then Man City need a win. And that match, Man City here win. Man City be here win. Call 9 points. Celtic, and so 9 points. Man City will 8, yes, or 8. PSV will 8. Juventus will 8. Juventus will be here win. Then it was crucial as a PSG they win here. Next 2 games, I mean, next 2 games, PSG ne on Man City. But when PSG ne Man City, but I could bet I drop you.
Yes.
I qualify crowd. Then we are no about I Stuttgart home. No na kobo. Stuttgart so hard. It's Paris Saint-Germain so no. For final the money we must Stuttgart and next Stuttgart we need over 7. So early days here there, but then still teams you know. Okay, right. Into this table no say na then TNT and it's a Lille Metropole who here win at all cost. Atletico Madrid here to was so winning. AC Milan also AC Milan winning. Arsenal also Arsenal winning. Benfica need a win. Barcelona and Dortmund Obia here win. Feyenoord Ernest Potter Prague. My mention Feyenoord was 70 and also shot 10. Obera we Zagreb ne P to me cry PSV cry the free. So Feyenoord so here win. Feyenoord so here win. Mo here win den e wo ho no ma eno so no e mo betuma ye den Juventus ni we dey kan say Juve ne Man City na here win.
But I think we table now PSG say one qualify for that's a playoff rule na enyemwa because position or die no.
Yeah.
Ultimate drop it with any win for Feyenoord and Stuttgart.
Yeah.
And now the next game obebo on Man City.
On Man City.
Likely so obekwa ko win this game no in this row.
Obebo home.
But you name who PSG against bigger clubs. Now it's a or type shaky kakra. So that's all you know because 2 games now can. We the goal difference so sound was 0. 2 games now can. Game serious.
Money PSV 1-1 on ball at home no was. Needless
yeah. Behind one yellow the Champions League elimination position you know the first time you be around of 16 in the Champions League. You PSG
Right. Into Vincent, the aka yemra matches ni na mu na fe. Yenhwe na yen generate quotes ni yen fama.
Yes, just to answer my message for I think there's a lot of games as also eba. But I mean, and as a team no, is akono and it's for a fact umpe Atletico form because me can't the number of goals Atletico are sharing in recent times you'll be shocked. Osha Atletico out of almost 46 goals or so for matching in 9 competition no. Emu 22 goals eba in 76th minute to the full time. Atletico no is already or more last minute winner. And internet so we wanna saka or series now so masa where they are winning because the team no form. And normally Slovan Bratislava na ball. Slovan we check it the league phase standings now. More than 35 out of the 36 teams no more. Umunyan win game yet, but Oma concede Oma share just 4 goals and Oma concede 18 goals coming up against Atletico team no was share 46 goals in all competition this season. It tells you that Atletico and they almost share goals. There's been this saying that people have been saying say Atletico no a defensive team, but what check here? I mean Atletico more current 9 game winning streaks because about 9 games are least of all ning normal win umunyam board draw crab 9 games winning streak and Atletico for and out of them no match 27 times on last 9 games on my boy on match 27 and with 18 of these goals no ning emu 18 on my last 4 games. In this article, we share Slovan Bratislava or consider 18 goals. Now, article no this season in last 9 games our bono was 27 goals, and they move 18 of those goals are in the last 4 victories. So including that 6-0 no share Sparta Praga or match day 5 for Champions League. And I mean that is their joint biggest ever win over the UEFA Champions League history. And that match me crab me no home because I gave me because we could try bet to be under 4.5. And Atletico she goes in your use because this is the Atletico team. Now you who say Otai go by in recent times. Alexander Solotmo, Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann, players on any given day, or may I sure say they are going to score. And you look at the table, wouldn't say the first 8 Atletico count, but the second 8 that is from the position number 9 to 17, wants Atletico at the 16 position or 9 points, was 11 goals, and I considered 9 goals. So there's one thing good about Atletico team, but this is Atletico team no, they concede a lot of goals because this season I mean they've lost to Real Betis, they've lost to Lille Kosher 1-3-1, and since that loss to Real Betis, Atletico last 9 games list to winning they've been winning, especially both home and away. They've been winning a lot of games home, and you check Slovan Bratislava as well. Whenever they travel, I mean Girona Eshen 2-0. I think Celtics so share 5-1. Medical say they consider a lot of goals. Do I check it on last 5 games, especially in the Slovakia league now. Win 3 and on last 2 games. And yeah, a draw point cry. It's going to be an interesting game. A very easy game for Atletico team, you know. But Ochaki this game, I think that is going to be an easy win for Atletico Madrid regarding their current form. I don't see Atletico Madrid losing this game, especially Oshomu position. And whenever they win, they can leapfrog to a higher position. So they won't even worry about any playoffs. Over 1.5 goals, highly possible. Looking at how Atletico Madrid issue goals and how they also concede goals. Many can say almost 11 goals in the Champions League this season. I conceded 9. So defensively, they are not that good. And if Slovan Bratislava in your goal and now both teams to score about this game, I won't be so surprised. It was a game anymore. We should expect a lot of bookings in this game, over 2.5, over 3.5 bookings in this game, because one Diego Simeone team, 2 or more Gallagher, another players on any day, Bundria Ajicard. So whenever Atletico Madrid is playing, once Diego Simeone is the coach, you should know that there's going to be a lot of bookings in that game. So over 2.5 bookings, and second half Atletico Madrid one multi goals, 1 to 3 goals. That is my options. I'm picking Atletico game. I mean, another game list to measure. AC Milan and Crevena Vesda Real Star Belgrade game on Bible. It's going to be an interesting game. Watch check here. Real Star Medican catcher say what Serbia league no bono or me champions, but whenever they come to the UEFA Champions League, they seem to be struggling. In terms of last 4 games on my boy domestic league, they've won all games with 5-1, 7-0, 1-0 and a 2-0. Watch check here. Last games on my bono. Last 2 games against a team in the Edem Haldost and a team in the OFK Boygrad. No, share Boygrad 1-0. This is Krevina Vesda or Bugima. You try over 2.5. Unya a very small order. And she said the team they score a lot of goals. But then in terms of the Champions League, they went to France. Friends in Monaco, Ekochomo, Eshomo, Sanso na Inter so Ekochomo Shomo 4-0. So whenever they travel this season, they concede a lot of goals. And you check AC Milan so games so far this season. They've been doing very well in as much as opinion the Paulo Fonseca by season 1 starting here, but I've been after losing 2-0 to Napoli. The only 2 losses in over 12 games our bono aba we lose just 2 games. That was Atlanta Asian recently Asian 2-1 and Napoli so question 2-0 home. Aside from that, they've won important games are very crucial. So and looking at among troubles, especially after say appointed coach Paulo Fonseca. Fans be na concern because Milan keep clean sheet in 5 of the last 7 games. Keep just 1 clean sheet out of last 7 games. But do check in Milan whenever they are playing end time keep a clean sheet. End time and keep it clean sheet. Check in Milan games it's going to be very difficult and against Slovan Bratislava they might keep it clean sheet, but then it's going to be an interesting game. And next game Dina after say Omolusu last 10 away games in Europe to Italy oppositions Adia Momo say Real Star Belgrade for last away games European and it's going to be a very bad stats for them. In the next game watch check here AC Milan for last 8 UEFA Champions League games. List all last 8 UEFA Champions League games. 7 both teams to score a ball. And not checking Slovan and Krevina Vesda. Medical is only a free scoring side. The only time they failed to score in last 10 games was against Inter Milan. Inter Asian 4-1. Aside from that, every other game in there, every other last 15 away games in go. And looking at AC Milan, so the defensive record this season, it looks likely say if Milan Goa Real Star Belgrade so likely to get a goal in the game. It's going to be very interesting. Osha end the 14 consecutive Champions League games without a win, and we are feature just fewer 13 games 20 and then the Krevina Vesda for here. So in the game I'll go for a straight win for AC Milan over 1.5 goals in this game, because AC Milan for watch check your games this season they score a lot of goals, especially in the first half. Both teams to score medical catch say highly possible. First half Milan over 0.5 because AC Milan games so far this season biano idea goal. And watch check Krevina Vesda for now it's going to be very hard say bet me take the first half in the first half Milan over 0.5, second half Milan 1 to 3 goals. So these are the 5 options. Let's say Milan win over 1.5 goals, both teams to score. First half Milan over 0.5 goals, and a second half Milan multi goals 1 to 3 goals. And so meet me as let's another game list so Sparta Prague any a Feyenoord game. Obekaya Feyenoord the last game how they came back from a 3-0 down, 3-0 go down on bet Timan be 3-3. It tells you that they are in team they score a lot of goals. Watch check here. As for Sparta Prague, no more produce just 4 shots. Produce just 4 shots against a Atletico Madrid. And face 24 shots while almost conceded 5 big chances. Into omo game a omo ne Atletico Madrid boy no. Omo ebo just 4 shots per 4 shots per na Sparta Prague for no produce here, and Atletico Madrid ebo 24 shots. And omo enya a big 5 chances no mutimi equity here. Into omo head coach na, I mean there's a lot of things so far so good. Omo conceded 13 goals in omo past 3 games in Europe. That is Sparta Prague. And this season, after some more winning the Czech top flight league in the last term, they are struggling, and they 34 points after 18 matches, 16 points. And a between Omo and the first place team and the Slavia Prague, which is Omo a bitter rival. So this season they are struggling here. List to all Sparta Prague Omo last 6 away games. Omo the Omo pick a win. Omo ball draw against Stuttgart. Omo koluzu 2-1 to Slavia Prague, which is the Omo bitter rivals. Manchester City Omo 5-0. Victoria Plzeň Omo 1-0. Omo ball draw against Mlada Boleslav. And a team in the Dakla Prague. So Eshen one. Omo last 6 games. Omo timi enya winning game. And look at the team Omo Niba Beshia Feyenoord after that 3-0 deficit. Omo timi ebe comeback against Manchester City no. Omo very huge yepa. In as much as a Feyenoord I on and off this season. We check in the last 5 games. Homa we win 2. We lose 2 and we about draw 1. He lost to Salzburg at home and also lost to Ajax at home. This is the last 5 games our bono. Oyadea Obreyepa, and these teams no losing. You compare Ajax and Salzburg to Ayetman and the Sparta Prague this season, and you know that Enyadia Omoye at par. Washa, there have been 4 red cards. ILP ewo Feyenoord omo last 6 UEFA Champions League home games mu. Used to omo last 6 games omo bo ewo home. 4 red cards and aba. Until check it omo games in so far. It means that whenever they play home, red cards type PM, and we look at the referee Obabedi game, no, Tobias Stiller, Germany ni coach and Obabedi game. No, I mean in terms of 22 UEFA Champions League games referee the Eddie Tobias Stiller, and so Eddie in the Champions League, 4.7 bookings and a yellow card, ebemu per game and in a game, which means almost 4 to 5 yellow cards and ebemu in a game, and then in red cards so 3. Out of 23 games on also Edino. So looking at Neman Economy, Ebema game no better, but then the likely options are a bit to me about MYBET then the Uko Kucha. Feyenoord win very easy this game. Samsung idea over 2.5 goals very easy in this game. Both team to score. So optional very likely and over 3.5 bookings so a bit to me and so about this is 4 options are me pick this game of Feyenoord win because of a more current form and in Yama Ekosuye and over 2.5 goals in that game, both teams to score. Looking at Sparta Prague scoring spree, how they score goals. Even check it last games are the only time they failed to score was against that 5-0 defeat against City and the Victoria Plzeň. Aside from that, all their last 10 away games from Sparta Prague and Sushego. So it tells you that in as much as they concede a lot of goals, they've not been able to win games. No, cider almost Eshego. You also look at Feyenoord so last games. If they are almost to keep a clean sheet, the only time Feyenoord keep a clean sheet was against Herenveen and Herenveen game 3-0. Aside from that, none of last 10 games and 11 games are Feyenoord abo home and also keep it clean sheet. So it tells you that both teams to score highly possible over 1.5 over 2.5 goals in this game. Feyenoord win and over 3.5 bookings was that game. Another game interesting Benfica team no list all. Benfica they are yet to draw a game since point to manager a friend Bruno Lage who have winning 14 games and lose 2. So when Benfica is losing, you see that's already winning and lose, and he losing the crown and Tainsi or lose just 2. That loss was that 3-1 loss shocking defeat Feyenoord caution Portugal 3-1, and since then the last almost 15 games or lose just 1 game, which was against home, which was against Feyenoord team, and what check here there bobo because if you check it say omo fail so make me winning 5 of omo last 6 UEFA Champions League games no omo last 8 games list omo winning just 1 omo draw 1 and omo lose 4 and a Benfica so go into this game with confidence say omo last 10 games are omo ball out of the omo last 11 competitive home games emu 7 omo team winning omo unconceded goal. So it tells you that whenever they are winning and also omo lose they omo winning they try as much as possible say omo avoid some opponents best go out in 7 times omo winning omo last 10 games omo winning their last 11 competitive games no they come consider clean sheet 7 times. So it's going to be mini game very difficult here, but I'll check it Bologna as well despite the fact that omo debutants or this UEFA Champions League, more games are so far. My bono, I'm winning 5, and I'm winning 7, and I'm losing 2 in the Europe. But then just 1 point per, and I'm picking Europe. Out of 5 games, I'm about UEFA Champions League. I'm draw 1, and I'm about losing 4. But in all competition this season, I'm winning 5, I draw 7, and I'm losing 2 games. So it tells you that. See a team if they are not winning, either they will lose and as on draw. But I'm pick a draw no more. I mean more times than this season. And I think that Benfica they are on winning streak home. My last 5 games on my boy home nino. And yeah, they are Molusu. I mean they won 4-1 against Porto, Estrela 7-0 against Estrela, Monaco. Kochi Monaco share no Kochi Araka share no and Victor Gumares Sanso Chinesian in all competition last 5 games are Amabon. In fact last 8 games the only defeat tasty here was at Bayern Munich show just 1 Allianz Arena try so maybe team puti a very good record and I think that is going to be a very difficult game for Bologna. In as much as this season Bologna some of the games we are more picking it by so easily, but check your last 5 away games are winning just 2, losing 2, and about draw 1. The draw was against Juventus on board 2-2. They lost to Lazio away. Roma. Share Cagliari and Aston Villa. 2-0. So you compare the teams and you compare their home record against Benfica, also a very fine record home. And this game no a bit me say PSV Brest I went to me cry my name no Sanso na team din and so Eddie Liverpool so every and also pick just a goal against Girona. So in this game to avoid uncertainties, especially I'm hearing with a lot of goals this game. So I'll go for Benfica win. I'll go for the first goal for Benfica. In fact, Bologna for no more ball gamer or me and share first goal. Benfica they are yet to draw. Bologna for this season or more ball gamer or me and share first goal. See out of 36 UCL teams now my take lead. Check Bologna. Omunya enyan share. Omunya take lead and Omunya share go from open play after 41 goal attempts this season. Into what check here, they are the only side out of the 36 teams this season say yeah bobo no my share first goal. Bologna nyebi. Champions League so my share first goal. Omunya nyebi. And say my share open play. Omu go so much in Champions League this season. Penalty. So it's going to be very hard to say Ombeshe go in as much as say create a lot of chances. So with the first goal there, likely say Benfica. If goal be Pima, Benfica is a team to score. I mean that goal over from open play and over 7.5 corners, and so likely to come and over 2.5 goals in that game. So list all when I hear me picks are but and then me code for the day no a bed builder. Medi can say media bed builder ne my bet for no a game changer. And who nya so best selected 9 games na no Champions League ni na. Ubetima pick 2 teams, 3 teams. No when you 9 options are. Ebe ma way bigger odds than that 9 teams na nka obeden. Ube select. Nzene me pick some few games ewo my bets. Me few games be pay and I think say me pick me say beba na me bobo so dia ma ati4 but then o check games na I think say I think say I don't know but me say me hu winning because me kai say me yening na to but o call my beta me the code ni baba o call my beta code no M5 KY. M5 KY. Yes, that is the code now. Any other medium, but maybe options and so be also uti na person yeah. Atletico Madrid game no any slower matches live no. Atletico Madrid win. That is the build builder options no. Never select no. Atletico Madrid win over 1.5 and a total bookings 2.5 bookings. Another game esanso ka ho AC Milan any Crevena Zevs that game no. A straight win for AC Milan. First half over 0.5 and a second half so over 0.5. These are the options and also AC Milan game no. The last game and so me pick option. Once this season Arsenal omunya corner ice a penalty. And right now if Arsenal are playing, they are playing to get corners so they'll make my show. That is when they are failing to create chances from open play. And then corners with Marco Arsenal say only benya more corners na wako over 8.5 corners this game. Then a total of 4.44 odds. This is just 3 games per NSLT from the bird builder code no MK M5 KY M5 KY listo.
Okay, right. Mesra wa yenye media nisisia na.
Okay.
Yeah, me yenye media nisisia na. Why ready? Yenye media nisisia quick na. Yen share the corner. What BBI did them. Okay. Yanko Lille and Stormgrass in 1.5.
Bet builder.
Yeah. No, your bet builder. Your bet builder.
1.5. Okay.
1.5. AC Milan restart over 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Arsenal then over 1.5. Benfica win.
Okay.
Barcelona to score. Barcelona to score. Feyenoord win. Yeah.
Okay.
Man City to score.
Okay.
Stuttgart and Young Boys over 2.5.
7.18 odds.
Okay. All right.
I mean generate code.
To generate code no.
The code no Y7KY. Y7KY.
Okay.
Nti si anu beko Telegram no na da ho na won so afa akwakotwa. Me nso me code no L4KY. L4KY. Nti 6 selected games. There be 7 selected games na wa.
Okay.
Odds no 4.2 ewa ha. Nti anu so beko Telegram no na da ho. Nti the code ni na beko Telegram no abe hu. Odun sa ball link ni so announce do kakra taichi. Nti 3 slips and a better ho Telegram.
Okay.
To call Telegram now. Join Telegram now. Edini Sports Arena GH Telegram. Because Sports Arena GH or Telegram. I think followers are over 1,000 plus. Into no join. O join you we are now so wa share more down for. Send ya wu channel. Now on down for ni su cha. Nenya fin we trade die no bi se mani bi there be. Faman no so enye den. Emfa ni sika kan ko taichi na ontwa ho. Nti code ni na beda the Telegram page ni so a ukoko abetimi twa.
Okay, it is a registration registration process no. From na amount for still amount for problem.
Yes. Registration link ni pin you top into umia so a say na tie. Odu nsa boss so a wo we na e be bisa wo phone number.
Okay.
Phone number no number umumu number we use so the bill deposit. Into wo phone number no pe na afi de why den e be bisa o username no din bi a pese wo use but e bia na ko use o first name ana kwame ana ama na din bi a na bi obi use da nti wo betima fa udin no secret ni o fa udin na afi de why den o de number ba ko mienu bi ata echi nti obi wo fa din ni wi a o de na phone number the last two numbers no de aiden o de ata echi na afi de why den we choose password a ope nti wo password ni wi ehemu a wo password ni wi ehemu a na afi de why den wa register wi anu to be send code a wo be den wo de be den a verify we no verify we no anu no.
Okay.
No I deposit no call icon na wo na the top right corner do nsam me so abon si actual deposit ya actual withdrawal and a voucher side wo.
Okay.
Me a deposit ne so a o peke o teleco a use a na afi de why den what the amount na she no I deposit na nche we a deposit na bo pin bibia we a na abeda account na afi de call telegram ne so o kwa na e den peke slips no na afi de kotwa obi oho a wotie ndra me ka se me church ade we obi oho wotie or iPhone obi sa se be den pu na menya app because Android there obenya app na download but iPhone app na nche bi ebeba nti se okọ MYBET.AFRICA www.mybet.africa or browser Safari browser bia movie I think Safari cry best unse Safari no hwe ase ho a ya wo icon bi wo item box a arrow edem kosro odo nsa boss wa ebebie we ba bebra ma ase no behu baby a atro say add to home screen odo nsa bo add to home screen ne so pe e ma opportunity a betima label sa app na we create ni di intine no anse why e di ni MYBET.AFRICA no emia add abeko home screen no na eno a create MYBET app na to wa ma odeda nti se ana hu hia se obekọ Safari na browser bi da kwako bie odo nsa bo MYBET logo ni so ma na MB ni so na ebie website ni straight into automatically a create app amount I think enumpo here because with this no G space be your phone so a website na ade a create app amount with less space into enu ye better to tie we iPhone na call Safari www.mybet.africa log in na afidi ase no be hu arrow bi a box ba arrow eda top no chesro odo nsa mi anso be ma informations bebre uhwehwe mu abehu o matro add to home screen umi anso a na afidi wa le bo send ya person we app ni di person we MYBET o person we ni bibi fufuro bi abet ma trading by likely so be MYBET send ya we nkofi to ye MYBET anu emi add eno an be create MYBET app no ato wo then wo iPhone ne so ama wa be easy to access the website this store.
Right into abutuafo otimi say yes enra otimi omo start ye no kra no edi kan say ade because Celtic ne Dynamo Zagreb ne nim say ka goals bebam Liverpool nim say Liverpool be share at least 2 goals bi bebam e be say nyama fi PSV so nim say at least obobo la goals ba no ono so ekoye den eko ball te obo under cra ti enra there it was a bad day we are hoping say ne you be come to jam telling you and ne was MYBET ye de MYBET to na ye de MYBET be to so utwa na utwa de mu odene twa de mu odene ezan say ne kwan bia so e was say feska ne be feska e wo MYBET.AFRICA ho ana wo se woni yen de nhwimom cause unye dipe automatically no motua o man kasa di kan send text message say chairman wadi yen o omudi kan ma wo ya aware say chairman wadi yen o enti no say owura fi hu say watwa beta ene message ni nie wadi yen enti coincide ne ko withdraw sika e kire di ti bomodia ne ko eye u phone ne so uko browser honum na wabo MYBET.AFRICA na fi wa registration is very simple opa oba join a Telegram ana Telegram page no sports arena e Telegram call no ma bo say link na ye den da ho wo click so registration no within a second na wa ye awie na wa verify na bibia atumi akoye na afi wabo code ni dia show na wo so wa first scanner bibia atumi ai den akoyi papa me din e di list to wa wote Vincent nka wote ye Benedict nka abrante aye fe no asaka enani team gina kono yakose ni team ne be hye goals bebre nenne omunim no mkotwe form bo ye ne no okrom ase enya asenketo nyame adom ochena ye be se hye na afedi o bia ye de abramo yakra